So in the past 14 days, we have helped our real estate investing client make $50,000 in assignment fees with only $1,493 in ad spend using paid Facebook ads, Go High Level, and SMS and email automation. Now, in this video, I want to show you this brand new Facebook ad strategy that we're deploying to help our clients get way better results. And this is specifically for targeting motivated sellers on Facebook using Facebook ads. And in this particular ad strategy, we are going for people that are inheriting properties or going through divorce or probate, any sort of serious motivation that an investor is looking for when looking to purchase a property at a discount. And so here are the actual Facebook ad stats. We've generated 23 leads in this time period. So the last 14 days, we deployed this strategy. So 23 leads using our 3-step book call funnel, which I'll be showing you and talking about towards the end, and $1,493 in ad spend. And out of those 23 leads, we have generated 12 automated appointments using Go High Level. So here is a message I got from my client today, and this is about the property that they just locked up, and he thinks it's going to be around a $35,000 assignment fee. And then this was just a few days ago, and you can check out my last video to see a little bit more in depth this specific case study. But here is the same exact client, just a few days before, and basically in these past 14 days, we've generated these 23 leads, and we've already got 2 deals under contract, and they're very specific to what we are advertising. So in this video, I want to show you, some of these things that we're doing to help you generate higher quality motivated seller leads for your investing business. And if you're interested in having us do this for you, you can go to the link below, newbreedinvestor.com. You can book in a call with me, and I'll just tell you if we can get you results or not. Now, here are some notes too from the property. And really the reason that I'm making this video is because there are 3 specific things that we actually did to create these types of results, and I want to share them with you so that you can implement them in your own business. So the first thing is we went from, more generally speaking to sellers, and we converted that into specifically speaking to sellers that have a high level of motivation, right? So for our investor, this one in particular, they're looking for inherited properties, people that are going through divorce, people that are going through probate, people that have even fire damaged houses. And there's obviously a few more, but these are like the 4 main ones, right? And so what we started to do was we started to create different types of videos that really spoke to these specific problems. Okay. So we went from kind of, in general, right, needing to sell, to specific problems that have high levels of motivation. So we took the script, right, and kind of what is being said in the ad from, generally needing to sell and generally just kind of, wanting an offer or whatever it is, to like specifically speaking to these 4 problems, right? And this is what's creating, this type of result, right? The second thing is we changed the ad copy to be more specific to the same problems that we're addressing here within the actual video script. And we are actually, changing the copy so that Facebook can actually read 2 things. One, if you ever upload an actual ad like into the Facebook Ads Manager, you'll see that when you upload the actual ad itself, the video can automatically be transcribed by Facebook, right? And so I haven't necessarily read any sort of like documentation on this, so I technically don't have any proof or data that I can show you other than the results that I'm getting. But what based on my experience running Facebook ads the last 6 years for real estate specifically, I have seen that any sort of video that can be uploaded that Facebook can automatically transcribe, right? This turns into simple text, right? So if the text can be read, right, by the Facebook algorithm, then you can kind of assume, right? Like I said, I'm not saying there's a specific article or data on this other than just me testing in the real world. But if Facebook can automatically transcribe the content inside of the video and Facebook can read that content, which is just plain text, then the algorithm can read and interpret what's in the video to find people that you're looking for, right? So by changing the actual script and adding text into the actual video, I'm going off of, my experience with Facebook that it can use that data. It may not directly and explicitly tell you on any sort of documents or anything, but I believe that it can use the data that it's getting. That's what I believe. So I took that same logic with the actual video script and I applied it to the ad copy. Now, the ad copy is, pretty much agreed upon by any sort of advertiser that, Facebook can use the ad copy. So we already know that that's a given. So when we stack the ad copy and the actual video script to be more specific to the problems of people that have high levels of motivation, now we're inherently targeting these types of people, right? That's kind of the assumption and the hypothesis that was made based on the strategy. Now, the third thing that we did is this is a go high level / Facebook conversion thing. But what we did was we actually changed, right, the Facebook conversion API trigger. So without making this seem extremely complicated in advance, I can make this very simple for you. When iOS changed the way that they protected consumers from like visiting websites, they blocked Facebook from being able to track users' activity, right, across different websites. So when Apple put that into effect on the new iOS changes, basically Facebook couldn't get as accurate of reporting as it could before. And so what Facebook came out with is this thing called the Facebook Conversion API. And so what it does is it basically triggers, you can see inside of here, this is my demo account. I don't know if I have one in here, but it's very simple to show you what I mean. So let's just say that Facebook can't get as much data as it could before. Now you have to manually, trigger inside of your system, hey, let's say a customer fills out a form, then we basically want to manually send this data over to Facebook. That's really all this is, right? And if I save this, let's see if it lets me actually put it there. If we put the Facebook conversion API over here, and I think I can just, let's see if I'm able to just save this without, there we go. So once someone fills out a form, we're now manually sending that to Facebook. Now, the cool thing about this is that you have more control about the data that actually gets sent to Facebook. So for example, with an investor, right, if they're looking for a specific reason that a, homeowner needs to sell, well, we can choose this if statement here, and we can actually choose from data inside of our system and trigger data to be sent or not sent based on those answers. So for example, let's just say that the lead selects their reason for wanting to sell is financial hardship. So if we create this filter, right, that determines if the lead actually selected this within their survey as the reason that they want to sell, then we're going to send that data over to Facebook. And then Facebook will continue to optimize for this particular event that, we're selecting inside of this workflow. And so when you stack these three things together, you change the video script and you start to specifically speak to the problems that people have that are associated with high levels of motivation, and you adjust the ad copy to that, to speak specifically to those people, and you only signal data, right, to Facebook and conversion events based on the actual user selecting their own reason for wanting to sell. These small but incremental shifts that can change is what I believe is, has created this result, where usually it would take around 50 leads for a client to close a deal. And who knows, maybe weeks go by and, everything levels out. But from what I've heard from this client in particular, and just kind of the, what I'm going off of, this is definitely creating a different type of lead and a different type of motivation. It's finding a different segment of the audience. So I wanted to share, those three things that we did that are creating this type of result. So change the video script or the copy. If you're doing image ads, change the copy, obviously, whether or not if you're doing image ads, and then, potentially, exploring the Facebook conversion API triggers so that you can manually trigger based on, you as the, the end user that's going to be communicating with the customer. Like, what do you know are the things that are going to consider this person to be a motivated seller or not, right? If you can, control that, now you're not just letting Facebook, trigger every time a lead's generated. You're actually saying, no, like, this is what makes a good lead. I want you to go find more of those people. This is what we're doing over here. And so, yeah, some other key things to like making this work, because a lot of people ask me, what I'm doing and all this. And it's funny, my answer is quite boring and simple. Number one, I've spent the last 6 years only advertising on Facebook in real estate. Then 3 years ago, I niched down to finding only, motivated sellers. But, what I'm doing within Go High Level is not very advanced. It's actually very simple and boring. And that's what's funny. It's kind of this idea that I've come up with, which is like Go High Level minimalism. So like all we're doing is running Facebook ads to a 3-step funnel. We have immediate follow-up via SMS and email. I'm only giving my clients access to the dashboard, the conversations, the opportunities tab, the contacts tab. Like there's nothing else that they need to talk to motivated sellers and close motivated seller deals. Like the rest of the stuff is for the agency owners. So I've learned to just get rid of all the noise. There's no marketing, tab. There's no automation, no sites, none of this stuff the actual like client needs to see. So if you get more specific on who you're looking for that has a high level of motivation, you adjust the ad copy and the actual creative to speak to those people. You signal accurate data to Facebook based on seriously good leads. And then you cut out all the noise and just focus on the main things of, making the system work, like that's literally all you need. So I wanted to share this with you guys because, you know, me getting and continuing to get results for my investor clients just continues to show me how powerful these systems are. And sharing kind of what I'm doing is, you know, what I think is important, that we're actually doing this. I'm not just, you know, selling a concept or saying, oh, this is cool. Like these are results from today. So to me, it's always been important to actually be doing the thing that I'm showing. So I want to show you guys that have been watching the channel that all these workflows or things I've showed how to build, like those are things that I implement to actually make money for clients. So with that being said, if you are an investor, you're looking for off-market deals and want done-for-you services, there's actually a video that I'll link below this video. You can go watch that one first, and then if you want to book a call and you're interested in our services, you know, would love to connect with you and help you get results like this. So with that being said, I'll see you in the next video and talk to you then. Bye-bye.